Oh, okay. Um, okay. Well, just to make sure you are in the Discord, like the factions Discord, like they made sure yesterday to get you in the factions Discord.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Everything else should be fine then. So what we're gonna do? All right. So, why do you want to join the medical faction, George?
I want to join to serve the people and also the city of Patrick.
Okay. Wonderful. And what steps would you take if you witnessed a faction member breaking a rule?
Say what? Pardon, please.
Yeah, I said, what steps would you take if you witnessed a faction member breaking a rule?
If they break the rules, I will say them, and then if they really they break again the rules, I will report to the higher rank.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Just make sure, like, if you could possibly have your screen recorder on, your
Body
body
cam.
cam, so that so you could just go ahead and just submit that to one of the higher ups, so when they do take a look at it, they will go ahead and handle it for them instead of just going up to them and then saying like, oh, this person is doing that, so that just because they have other things they need to handle, and just just keeps it you know a little more
Yeah,
organized there.
I forgot to say that I will own my body cam on my right, so that I
Yeah,
can
Yeah, yeah.
provide the
yeah,
evidence.
yes, yes. But no, that was good, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, and so can you explain how you would properly role play a medical emergency, George?
Uh, I'm just saying what they needed, what they want. I'm just introducing myself as a nurse, and then I will ask them what they want, what they need, what help they want. That's it.
So as far as like a medical emergency part, you have to also throw out macros. It's one thing to talk, but it's also important to throw out macros.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you show the macros that you're supposed to use when you go out and do an emergency run in order to? No, we just waiting for him. Um, okay, okay, that's pretty good there. All right, all right. And can you throw up all the rest of your other macros just to make sure you have all your macros there?
Okay.
Floor.
Yeah.
You fine. Take your time.
That's
Hey
Yo,
guys,
wife.
Okay, that's pretty
Okay,
good.
okay.
Pretty good. Hey
No,
It's
guys.
I don't
good.
want to
It's
be a
good.
gang member. Of course not. But however,
Um,
me,
Um,
we
we
doing an
we
interview right
agree.
now.
Yeah,
however,
we're doing
hold
an
on.
interview.
me,
I'm so
me,
sorry.
and
Oh,
him and his
Jermaine,
girl was role playing at the bar, right?
Jermaine,
She's
Just hold
dancing,
on one
right?
second, okay?
She's dancing, right? And then she walked right in front of me and started dancing. So I think she wants me to like dance
Apparently,
upon her.
this
So
is
I start dancing
important.
as well. And then he comes up
Mm-hmm.
and he asks me, no, I ask him if that's his girl, right? He says yes. I say good. And I keep dancing,
Jermaine,
right?
you're in the middle of an interview,
Yeah, we're in the interview. Sorry about that,
so
y'all.
just
We're in the middle of an interview.
let them finish this interview, and then we're gonna get
And
back to it.
thank you.
All right. Okay, and can you explain the HP rules and why must they be followed, George?
I think he's still lagging out, his connection. He did say that.
Yeah.
Um,
And in case if you hear me, George, and in case you probably trying to find that out, we could go over it with you. You don't have to know the top of your head right now if you don't, or if you could just let us know what you do know, and we could fill in the rest for you.
yeah, you know.
Okay, you're lagging. All right. All right. Did you hear what I said, or you was lagging out at that moment?
I'm lagging. I'm sorry. Apologies.
No, no, you good. I know you can't help that. But no, I was just asking you, what are the HP rules and why must they be followed? And if you don't know all of them on top of your head, you could just let us know what you do remember, and if you're missing anything, we could go over that with you.
Okay. I think using firearms because that is strictly prohibited and dismissed from the faction.
Okay. Well, I meant like the HP rules. Even that's a good one, but more of like the HP rules as far as like the floor rules, who's allowed to use the front entrance, how long you should wait if you have less than 5 minutes to get your meds in the med room or more, things like that.
You mean the cooldown rules to repelling?
So pretty much like the first floor rules, like, as far as like restocking
I don't.
that on the time limit, being behind the desk, two per person, three down the hall, two on the ends. Like we don't green shirts don't sell on the floor. Always address the people that they have to put their guns up before you serve them meds, and
Oh, okay,
if
okay,
they're
yes.
being disrespectful to you, you are allowed to refuse them medication, but let them know why. Don't go out the front door. Only, I believe, six and up, like rank six and up, can go out the front door. We are allowed to go out the back door.
Yeah,
You
just use
did
the
mention
elevators.
rank order, right, for the bus?
Yeah, for the desk, you gotta, yeah, in rank order. So it's like, so, well, I'm gonna just say like white coats, but it's like brown, maroon, blue, white, and
Blue.
green. So it's like in that
Yep.
order, yeah.
So just in order of superiority. Yeah.
Yo, I forgot.
Yeah, I remember the rules there. The green and the blue, green and white on the second desk.
Well, it's gonna be whatever color scrubs are there at that time. You just want to make sure that everybody's in the order of who's there. So if there's all greens there, then you guys just make sure that there's two per desk, you know? So and if you have anybody that's higher than you, then you'll want to make sure that they're closer at the end of the desk.
Okay.
And also make sure you do not pick up anyone around HP. And say if you are out doing emergency runs and like the call takes you to the hospital around HP, you are able to decline that for that reason. Okay.
Copy.
All right. And even if you're just hanging around HP, still don't pick anyone up. Um, Let me see here. And can you go over like the MD rules?
Say what, ma'am? Pardon?
The the MD rules. Do you know the MD rules? Like MD1?
I'm sorry, I forgot, but refusal to provide medical assistance. That was I remembered.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Hmm.
Punishment or reprimand, and then
Yes.
the
Hmm.
adherence to the rules or malfunctioning or mismanagement of responsibilities. I think is warning to reprimand one, and then vehicles for personal activities is punishment, and then medical actions, selling medical pills or to the other players during life-threatening is also prohibited.
Hmm. Okay. Keep going. You're doing great.
I think the let's call it that associating with gangs, vandalism, murder, or in the faction during events is also prohibited, and it is punishment for dismissal from the faction.
Okay.
And disrespectful toward their colleagues and their civilians. I think this punishment will imprisonment to dismissal. That's what I remember, ma'am.
Okay. No, you did great there. So MD9, that would be the next one. That's not non-compliance with orders. That's basically meaning like any, just basically failing to follow any orders that has been put in place by the higher ups, or just any of the rules that's been put in place within the alliance, the medical alliance. That is one reprimand. MD10, similar to the MD5, I'm sorry, MD4. Um, that's basically the use of a personal vehicle for EMS work. So, not using the personal vehicle to do any medical services. That is just one warning. And then there's MD11, proper role play conduct. That's basically like just, role playing as a medical professional, making sure you use your macros, um, things like that there. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's MD12, improper use of tasers. Um, and that is a dismissal from the faction. So the only way of using the taser properly is just making sure, of course, you throw up your macro for that, and that you just tase once and flee if you're in a happen to be in a dangerous situation where you need to get away. Okay. And there's RP16. That's more of a role put in place for us as medics, criminal acts against emergency personnel, they would get 90 minutes in one state jail or two 12-hour ban, or it could be more depending on the situation. Um, if they, cause any harm to us. But does anybody else probably have a question?
Sky, you got a question? Anybody got a question?
You have a question? Yes. George, are you dedicated to your role as a medical professional and taking your role seriously within the faction?
Thank you for the nice question. Yes, it's my pleasure to join this faction because in real life I want to become a medical, you know, medical services. So
Yes.
this means RP. Yeah,
Okay, that's amazing. Hopefully, this will give you a little bit of experience in a way to help people in a virtual manner, right? So, yeah,
yeah.
that's good. I love that, and good luck to you in your career choices.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Can you explain what is RP14 is?
Sorry.
RP14. Can you explain what RP14
Oh,
is?
the RP14, the very important rules that I always remember and always review the sexual harassment.
Yeah, sexual harassment and discrimination. Yeah, so just
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
revolving around, if you're making someone feel uncomfortable and, offending anybody due to like sex, race, or gender or sexuality, that is considered as well RP14. Um,
yes.
and and do you know what does RP14 require when treating a patient?
Sorry.
Do you know what RP14 require when treating a patient?
RP14, the training of a patient.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember now.
Um, well, it's pretty much just not discriminating against for whatever reason that you may have towards that patient, like to treat them. Like maybe you're saying like, oh, I'm not gonna treat them because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
a
yeah.
gang member or something like that, or is a PD or whatever you may have. Mhm.
Yeah, I get.
Mhm. Um, and you know what RP13 is?
RP13,
Yes.
the behavior unlawful, the prisoners, and the executions of civilians. I think civilians. Is that
Um,
correct one?
I I'm not sure if I probably heard you correctly, but I'm just gonna let you know. It basically is like non-faction role play, like as a member, non-role play as a faction member. So it's pretty similar to MD11. Pretty similar. Mm-hmm. All right. Does anybody else have any more questions? I think we're pretty much about done here.
Anybody? Anybody?
No, ma'am.
No, going once, going twice, going. Okay, we done. I'm gonna stop recording.
Oh, nobody.